And that's right around when the truth about the Israelites were coming out. All right? Via Abba Bithas, in the 1970s. So everything makes sense because it's all according to the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. It's all in line with prophecy, you know? So this book just basically backs up what the scriptures say, you know? It's evident that America is coming to nothing, you know? It's just all in due time and process. And that process is what? Prophecy. Each prophecy has got its proper time and place.
Jeremiah 16:16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord.
So the Lord said that he was going to send for many fishers. Okay? Now, a fisherman, when he throws in his net, what does he do? He does catch and release. All right? Because some fish, they're not meat, you know? Or they're not fit for use, right? And that's evident when you got certain guys that come up into the truth. All right? They're not always, you're going to have certain men that just aren't fit for it, right? That's why the scriptures say many are called, but few are chosen. All right? So that stands true to this day. Right?
And they shall fish them. And after I will send many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks.
Exactly. So what's that ultimately? When the Lord proclaims absolute and 100% judgment on this place, all them same fishers that came into the truth, they got the truth, okay? The Lord's going to give them spiritual power to take out the enemies. Starting with the so-called white man, 2/3 of the nation of Israel, all right? All right, these elites, they can hide anywhere they want to, the underground bunkers. The Lord's going to get you, man, all right? So basically what we're doing is we're proclaiming judgment of the world, man. That's why the Lord set up men and prophets. So, you know, like these niggas right here, that all they want to do is fucking play drums all day. And they're basically stopping this. See, the reason why Satan got them set up, man, is because the Lord don't want everybody to hear this truth. All right? So meanwhile, you got basically the ones who Most High don't want getting caught up in that drums. Oh, look at that playing music, you know? Where people are basically just doing what we're doing. All right? So that basically, them drummers have just become a stumbling block for the majority of these people. Now, see, that won't prevent a man of the Lord from stopping by and finding out what's going on with what we're doing, you know, what's the sign about. I see destruction's coming. So the Lord knows what? That which are his. With the scriptures, let's go. Go ahead.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 13, verse 47. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a net that was cast into the sea and gathered of every kind.
So that's what happens, man. Gathered of what? Every kind. Read.
Which when it was full, they drew to shore and sat down and gathered the good into the vessels, but cast the bad away.
But cast the bad away. That's perfect. That's a beautiful scripture. All right. So that's how we do it, man. We're just fishing you. And how do we bait you? Give me Romans, the 10th chapter about faith coming through hearing. So hearing what? People always want to talk shit when the truth starts coming out. But here's the thing. That's how you know that the Lord ain't dealing with everybody. Because if everybody was willing to accept the truth, they know that we're coming right from what the word is. Nah, it's what our interpretation is. Oh no, that's a man's book. That was written by man. No, this is literally the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Alright? So these fucking people are simple, man. They're just fucking simple. And they're caught up in the lust of the world. And that's why we read earlier, the Spirit was on this brother to bring out 2nd Esdras, all right, the 8th chapter, where it says, this world is for many. And it's evident that this world is for many. Because this world is nothing about party, or it's only worried and concerned about partying and lust of the flesh. All right? There is no difference between right and wrong in this society. All right? What feels good is what's right. All right? that's why the majority of these fucking people are gonna die. It's not a mystery. It's not a mystery. If you sin, what's the wage of sin? It's death. So the Lord's gonna kill a lot of fucking people, man. What you got? Go ahead.
Romans 10:7. So then faith cometh by hearing.
Faith. So what happens, or what's supposed to happen, is when you hear the words that we're proclaiming to you in the spirit, all right, coming out the scriptures of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, your faith, okay, you start to come to the sense that, all right, well, things are messed up, all right? Oh, I'm an Israelite? These are things that start getting mustered up in your mind when you hear us speak from the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, all right? Read that again.
Romans 10:17. So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High.
Hearing by the word. So how do you believe in the truth? Via the scriptures, man. All right? So these people that come up and talk about how they believe in the Most High, they believe in the Bible. Meanwhile, when we proclaim to you your judgment, all right, all of a sudden now it's our interpretation. How the fuck's our interpretation when we look up the meaning of words? All right? And that's why the scriptures say that not every word, somebody get me the beginning of Sirach when he talks about having the force of words. You know what I'm talking about, the very beginning where it says that one thing spoken in another language might not have the same force. All right, like I'm gonna give you an example. You have John 3:16. All right, that world was made to believe that it constitutes everybody. But see, when you go actually into the Greek word of that word world, it clearly explains to you. All right, so that's a good example of how you got to go back to the original language in which these words came from to get the force of its meaning. All right? You got it? All right, read that.
So from the prologue of the wisdom of Yahushua,
So in order to have understanding, you need to do research. In order to come to the conclusion that these are the things you need to do, the spirit of truth need to be dealing with you, man. And that's why our elders got the breakdowns, man. That's why they evolved from the 1980s, 1990s, man. All right? And they were all led in the spirit. There's even some things that was being taught, all right? The spirit got in them, mainly the elder Tahar, to basically say, no, that's not the way it is. And he did the proper research, filtered it through the spirit, all right? And he got the proper breakdowns, man. How about Shem Yahweh Shai? These other guys, man, they don't got the spirit. That's why they're talking about how, like Jerry Ahana, you can pop a woman in her asshole. Oh, and then he got this faggot brother Josh. He's talking about, he ain't fucking no brother, man. All right? All right, I watched that debate. My nickname for that nigga is Crisscross Josh, all right? All right? Because all he did was, when asked a question, he jumped around, you know? So that's Crisscross Jaws, all right? All he did was fucking dance the whole time, man. So he don't have no fucking understanding. And all the niggas calling up on that fucking show talking about, you know, brother Josh, the most I dealing with you, brother Josh. What the fuck, man? All you doing is cheerleading that faggot, man. It's all bullshit that he was saying.
And now he was sticking to the topic.
He wasn't saying, that's another thing too. These people, the topic was the so-called white man, the devil. All right? That was the topic, a discussion. And they just completely, these callers and that demon Crisscross Josh basically just danced around, man. But anyway, back to the point. Read what you got. And you said you had something? Okay, hold it.
Go to the point. The prologue of the wisdom of Yahushua, the son of Sirach. It says, wherefore let me entreat you to read it with favor and attention and to pardon us, wherein we may seem to come short of some words which we have labored to interpret.
Yep. So we have labored to interpret. Another word for labor is to work. All right? So you gotta